think I can imagine a lot of things about that experience, but I know there will be a lot of feedback and a lot that I cannot even imagine. So that's great if the boys will give some feedback about, with I also he should open an Instagram account.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes, because Instagram is very
Immediate,
and it's a very easy application. And when you post something on Instagram, you can post it in Twitter or Facebook all at the same time. So you can spread even widely the experience. You have just to put the tags on, and it goes
amazing,
worldwide.
Worldwide. Well, that's what our hope is, that some of these boys will also send stuff out to their friends, and then it will get exciting for other students.
Absolutely. Maud was over the top to see something like this. Unfortunately, the May period is full of exams, so she was very much into maybe, dream for another period, maybe, giving just service, and so she could apply for she was kind of thrilled for this experience, and he's very very happy about that. He just shocked. He doesn't really say a lot to the brothers in order not to feel, I do it and you don't. This is kind of, and Jacob and Bette, the two, wow, they are incredible together. They got on well together, and but they made a kind of promise not to speak Italian to each other.
Good. And of course, I'm sure there are other students who might want to learn some Italian, so that's their opportunity.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for this opportunity to share your thoughts with other parents, because I'm sure it may be new. In your past, did you have challenges when you were a teenager? Did your parents say, go ahead, jump off that cliff?
Well, I had a very beautiful experience. Let's say that my mommy used to send me in summer and Christmas time away by myself in some, organized stuff with other youngsters. So I had some sailing near Brest.
Wow. Oh, you've done something similar.
Well, they were a smaller boat. We had a 3-day trip on a bigger boat, but it's not such a beautiful boat, and it's not such a long trip. The wild thing is about 3 weeks. How long? 3 weeks.
Yeah.
This is huge. This is great, because you need time, to let the adventure take a bit, to go deep in the adventure. So 3 days is nothing. I had like a 2 weeks experience on the boat, the sailing boat, the smaller, which was funny, but we would return worth. No, not in the sea all the time. This is great. So I had an experience, about a month experience in the US when I finished my high school in Colorado, climbing, rafting. That was great. That was great, with people from all over the world. I had wonderful experiences in nature, beautiful. But I've never had such an adventure. I'm quite jealous, actually. I'm really jealous. I would like to do it.
Right.
I would like to apply. But well, I'm very, very happy for the boys. Yes.
So,
Envy.
did you have, when you were a teenager, times when you were uncomfortable and maybe it was a little difficult when you were in this Colorado trip? You climbing the mountains, rafting, maybe you got wet, maybe it was cold, but you knew you improved yourself because you went through the experience.
Well, personally, not in the Colorado experience. I had to cheer and encourage other mates who were, very tired.
Oh, scared maybe, or just tired?
Tired. I had to encourage. I was kind of a very tough. I had fun all the time. I didn't feel the danger, but I could see that a friend of mine, I wasn't really alone. I went with an Italian friend of mine, a girl, and she was she was tired, and she was, crying. I can make it. I can't make it. And so everybody was like cheering and encouraging, and everything went fine. And I had the experience always with her in the boat in Brittany, where we had, yes, a kind of, when the boat flips and
Oh my.
the water came in, and we were quite far, and we were alone, and the day was finishing, and the monitor told us not to leave the boat, that they would ask for rescue. So we were alone.
Wow.
That was kind of triggering, and at some point we were kind of freezing a bit, because we had no
special clothes?
jacket on, of
Sure,
course,
right.
but not the thermic.
Yeah, the protection.
T-shirt.
Right, yeah.
So we were freezing, and at some point we saw a little boat, a motorboat, passing by with a family, a mother, father, and a son. And so we started, help, help. And we said, who care about the boat? I don't know, I don't want to stay here anymore. Let's ask for a rescue. And so they rescued us, because we were just floating on, nowhere.
Oh my.
And so they rescued us. They were very, very nice, and they brought us back to the sailing school, and we just left the boat. 2 hours and nobody showing up. We just decided that our life and security was primary. So before the dark, we asked for the rescue.
Oh, that's
We had the rescue.
What an interesting story. So you've actually had some difficult times, but you survived.
Yes, of course. I've been taught to respect very much the sea and the mountains because there are plenty of bad stories, accidents, deaths, injuries. I knew that, but I had always, I wasn't that crazy to do crazy things, just using my brain and basically having a lot of faith that things would just work anyway.
Sure. Well, my hope is that in this short 3 weeks there will be just enough adventure and discomfort to help shape these young people, because that's certainly what helped me.
Of course. Of course. Well, I know that sailing in the Channel, because I was in Brittany and we in Brest, Brest.
They have cold wind. They have strong wind.
Cold wind, cold sea.
Yeah.
But we were in a kind of protected
harbor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was an open sea.
Right.
And I know the Channel is incredibly difficult to sail, so I know it's not so comfortable as I were at that time. So the crossing, there's a lot of currents, winds, it's very tricky, and so it's very challenging as well. I'm sure they will have great time there.